Hello, welcome back to Will's World Reviews and More. What a game we have to review for you right now between Germany and Ghana. So if you don't want to know the score, then please stop watching and come back later. And if you do, then carry on. So it finished 2-2 between the two teams, and what a game it was! What a second half it was! That was just amazing. To have it 0-0 at half time, and either team could have been ahead in the first half. Jan had a chance, Atsu had a chance, saved by Neuer, Montari as well. Muller had a couple of shots, and Cruz and Götze. But for it to go 0-0 at half time, it's quite surprising, because a lot of people pegged Germany down to just kind of play Ghana off the pitch, but it wasn't the case, But then in the second half, obviously Germany went ahead through Götze, and it was a good header. Well, it wasn't a good header. He kind of headed it downwards. It hit his knee and then went in, so it was a lucky header more than anything. That's probably the right word. And you thought then it was probably just going to be a bit of a procession, really. But fair play to Ghana. They just hit back, and Atsu had played particularly well, and Ayew got his second goal in 2 games. It was a great ball from Harrison, and Ayew just headed it in. Great header, and you can see the passion on his face and just how much it meant to him, and he get his team back in this match. And then in the 5 minutes, Gian finishes off with a great shot. I can't remember who assisted him now, but Samoa, is it? No, Montari. Montari assisted him. Great ball from Montari, who misses the next game, by the way. And Gian finishes it off with a plum. I think because Montari misses the next game due to suspension, I think they're probably going to try and rush Essien back. I mean, he'll probably fit that role really well. Obviously, he played it for many years, so I would assume that they're going to try and he played a little bit in the first game against USA, so maybe they'll bring him on to face Bosnia, and he might be able to, maybe make an hour or so play. So then you've got Ghana in front at 2-1, and you're thinking, can this actually happen? Because they looked rampant, and they looked like they could have got 3, But fair play to Joachim Low, who I'm not pleased about kicking the ball away when Ghana were trying to do a quick throw. That's just something that I don't agree with any manager, but he wants his team to win, so I guess he's going to be willing to do anything, and that I can agree with because I've got that kind of similar mentality. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. It's not the right message to send, but he's German, so what do you know? But they bring on Schweinsteiger and Klose, who've probably got most experience. Those two and Lahm. For me, they're my memories of 2006 World Cup. They made that World Cup for me because it was just so memorable. And those 3 players played a big part. And Klose is probably one of my favourite players of all time. Mainly because of that World Cup, he just made it, and it was so effective. And for him to come on and get the goal was just amazing, and become the joint top scorer in the World Cup with Ronaldo. They've got 14 apiece, I believe. Let's just check. So if that means, 15 apiece. Yeah, he was on 14, but he's got 15 now, which means he's still got a chance to break it. Because they've got at least one more game to play Germany, and you would think if Klose gets on, he's going to score. Usually, if he comes on at all, he scores. You would think he's got one more chance because Germany now are on 4 points. USA are on 3, but they play Bosnia tomorrow. And Ghana are on 1 point. So Germany, obviously, depending on the result tomorrow, Germany will probably be in pole position. I hope USA win tomorrow, which means they'll be on 6. But I think it could go either way. It could even be a draw, obviously. So he's got at least one more chance to break that record, and I really hope he does. I hope he gets to 16, breaks that record, because I don't think many people equal it. The only people who probably can of this current generation, you would think, is Muller himself, who's got a good chance to do it because he's still young. So I think David Villa is on the same as Muller, is about 10. But obviously, I think his career's coming to an end, and you wouldn't think Close is going to get another World Cup in him. So, I hope he does get on, and I hope he scores. I want him to break that record. And he did have a chance towards the end of the second half as well, and he just dragged it wide, and it was a shame. But like I said, I hope he does get a chance. So yeah, it finished 2-2, and both sets of players were just knackered, and I think they'll probably both go home tonight and be pleased with the point, considering how both teams played. There was a nasty clash at the end between Muller and I think Harrison. Muller headbutted Harrison's shoulder or something, and he had loads of blood on his face. But I saw him walking off with the tissue on his head, and he seems fine, so that's okay. But they want to keep him fit for the next game. So yeah, amazing game. Great goals, all of them. Great second half. And great player in Miroslav Klose. He's just a genius, really. And like I say, I hope he does. I hope he does break that record. I think just special mention has to go to Ozil as well. I think he did. He ran the game quite well. I think if he can keep that form for Arsenal, they'll probably do well this year. And Asamoah for Ghana defended really well, along with Harrison. So guys, that's it. I will be reviewing the next match between Nigeria and Bosnia. And until then, keep watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. And I will see you very soon. So, peace.